Yo, what's up with it, man? Thank y'all for joining us for our first podcast of 2026, baby. Yes, this is Mindset Therapy Real Talk Podcast, man, where uh, we talk about the truth, nothing but the truth. How you said it the other day, brother? So help me God.
The
That's
truth,
the
that but the
truth.
truth, so help me God.
Say, man, I thank y'all for joining us on this beautiful Tuesday, man. It's really been a blessing to come into this new year. First and foremost, man, I want all of y'all to just if y'all can send a prayer for my homie Tonka Hayes, man. I had him on a podcast a couple of weeks ago, right before the end of the year. He was in a terrible accident, man, but he's fighting. He's fighting. God is good. So y'all keep talking y'all prayers, man. Y'all keep him lifted up, please. I really appreciate that, man. That's my homie. If you go back a couple of weeks ago, you'll catch him just at a 30-year bid on a murder charge on a life sentence. You big, and God blessed him to hit them walls again. You feel me? So he was doing good, man. He was only home a couple of not even 60 days. You feel me? But he was going in the right direction. So hopefully this gonna be part of his testimony. Not hopefully, I know it will. Because God don't make no mistakes. You feel me? But man, how y'all guys doing? This is Mindset Therapy, Real Talk Podcast. Said Mindset Therapy. We help men, women, and children believe in themselves again. We offer 7 simple strategies to developing a positive mindset, and we stand on that. Man, I had to run it back with my homie, man. Because we had so much fun the last time. We got into a lot of good topics, but we really didn't get to the meat and potatoes like I wanted, because this is an intelligent brother. So anytime I have him in my circumference, I wanna feed off him, you know what I'm saying? And I know where he been at. We've been in the same mud, we've been in the same slime, you know what I'm saying? And both of us been blessed by God to make it out. And that's a celebration of brothers like me and him coming from where we come from. He lost his brother and I lost my brother. You feel me? And at first I didn't understand what losing a brother was until I lost my brother. So now we really can relate and understand, even though everybody grieved differently. But the loss is much the same. Man, this is part 2 with my man Kevin Bambino, man. Marrero finest Brick Jungle, known as Marrero. You heard me?
Yes, sir.
Man, introduce yourself, bro, to the people, man. I know they already know you, bro, because you're making your own waves on social media, bro. You'd be doing your skits, bro, and I love them. I love to tap into you, bro. So, just tell the people what's happening with you, and tell them where you get that name Rise from.
yes, sir. Well, everybody know I'm Kevin, Mr. Bambino, Marrero. Rise. Let's talk about Rise. Where I get Rise from. I'm glad you asked that, man, because I was going to speak on that. How I got the name Rise.
Right.
When I got the name Rise, I moved to Atlanta and I
That's right.
joined the Block Burners Motorcycle Club. And when you join the organization, they give everybody names. You know, they look at you, they see what's going on with you, and they peep you out and they judge you like the streets do. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? So when I moved to Atlanta, I ain't have nothing. I mean, like I said, I moved up there. I had what, maybe $1,400, and I
Wow.
took the $1,400 and I had went and got some landscaping equipment. So I only had left
Mm-hmm.
me with $200. So basically, I started off with nothing, and right now at where I'm at from $1,400 with no help. So I basically hustled, and I came up to be successful from $1,400. So they see my hustle, and that's how it came up with the name Rise. Because I basically started from nothing and ended up with something with no
Man,
help.
but hey, ain't like hustling ain't in your blood, you dig? We just ain't know how to
Yeah,
hustle the right way. You feel me? So
right,
let's get that understood. You know what I'm saying? The
right,
hustle
right,
always was there, but we was taught the wrong hustle. So how
right.
did you actually get into just choosing the truck life? You know what I'm saying? Because as you can see, as everybody can see, my man getting it. He out there, he grinding. You know what I'm saying? You know, I couldn't even see him for the holidays because he was on the griller. You feel me? So, you know, tell the people how you really got into getting your CDLs. You know, just a little bit of it, and I want to ask you a couple of more questions. Man, that's Ham on that. What's Ham? Love you, OG.
Well, how I got into get my CDLs, they got a lot of brothers that's in the club that have CDLs. So,
Word.
picture, I moved to Atlanta in 2000. I was staying in the city of Atlanta. And I
Thanks.
had applied to get my CDLs through a company that I'm not working with now in like 2002, I believe. And I had, you know, done all the paperwork except for go get my CDLs. I had applied for the company, and they were supposed to fly me. I think it was to Chicago. I took the physical and everything, but I didn't go. And you know what I'm saying? I bullshit around and I didn't go. And then I finally, shit got hard during my season again because, you know, I was doing a landscaping business. I had a landscaping business, and mine was seasonal. So in the summertime and stuff, I'm on and popping. But once the wintertime comes, everything is dead. I ain't making no money. So I applied again with another company in 3 years, like 2.5 years ago. And this time I went through with it, but I basically started because a lot of brothers in the club had these CDLs, so I wanted to try something new, and I seen that, you know, the money that was involved in it.
Wow.
So yeah,
you
like
was, you was obedient to your craft, which was landscaping. So you really try to stick with it, but when it wasn't, you know, it like you said, it was seasonal, so it gave you an opportunity. So landscaping was really a vehicle for you.
Right. Exactly.
I like that, man. I like that.
Yeah.
That's epic, man.
You know, once I started this and this year round, you know, so I was like, oh, and best believe it or not, man, I'm making more money now because the money is consistent now. I'm making more money now than what I was doing with landscaping.
Well, you know, as you know, me and you, we talk, you know, off screen, and we converse a lot, and you and myself, we deal with a lot of brothers that's either on the verge of getting their CDLs or already have their CDLs. You know what I'm saying? So me and his brother Kevin, we had talked about, you know, we're gonna put together at the beginning of this, in a couple of more months, we're gonna put together a system to where if you're serious about it, you really want to go through the steps and the dedication to get your CDL, and that's what you want to do, drive. Now you can't play with this driving, because don't think just because you drive, man, it's life and death out here, man. Man, driving them trucks ain't no joke. You know, you got to really be about that, and you got to really want that. You can't have no strings attached. You can't have your old lady blowing you up. She can't be in the streets and you out there, because it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. It's like doing the jokes. It's like doing the jokes. So you got to keep your mind on your bread and sacrifice a lot of, you know, time, you know, to get where you want to be at. You know what I'm saying? And his brother's a prominent example, man. You know, I mean, he's very, very successful in what he's doing. And just his testimony on how he got there is just amazing. You know what I'm saying? But that's a movie. You feel me? But me and you had talked about, man, with our people, and what we deal with a lot is accountability. But what we don't want to deal with is accountability. And one thing, me and you, myself, we to make our change, we had to look in the mirror and hold ourselves accountable for a lot of things. And what my problem was, and I'm gonna use me for example, brother. I didn't understand the difference between apology and accountability. And see, people try to make them two the same, but they're not. Apology is words. Accountability is action. So, I mean, you know, help me out. Where do you see us as a race of people, not just black men, black women too, bro. You know, all of us, not just human beings, period. Let's throw the race out because they got good people everywhere.
Yeah.
What do you think it would look like if we held our own self, if everybody held their self accountable for whatever they may have done, whatever they may need to do, whatever they done in the past, and deal with it? Because you know it's a process of elimination.
When we speaking on accountability, that is huge, bro.
Right.
And where we would be at today if everybody held themselves accountable, but the world would be so much better because then when you're speaking of accountability, you're focusing on yourself and not nothing else and nobody else. You know what I'm saying? You focusing on where you went wrong, what you could have done to make things right. So when you speaking on accountability, you speaking huge because you're not blaming nobody for your actions.
Woo! Thanks.
You know, so
Thanks.
and you're able when you take accountability, you're able to become a person that yourself or nobody else probably wouldn't ever think you would become.
That's right.
Because you know when you're taking accountability, that's saying that you know what I'm saying. I did that. I apologize. I'm gonna make it better.
Right.
I'm not gonna do that again.
So instead of just saying, all right, you know, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that again, you put in the action, you put in the work
Right.
of not changing the situation, changing the circumstances, and then prepare yourself for the apology because you didn't put in the action with it and say, look, well, I'm sorry. This is what I done to fix that so it would never happen again.
So right.
Instead of saying, well, I'm sorry, with no,
Right.
you know, with no action plan, no what you done, no nothing, just saying I'm sorry. Like that's nothing. And I went years thinking I was Mr. I'm sorry. Because I thought that's all it took.
Right.
That's what I thought. That's all it took. I
Yeah.
had no problem with saying I was sorry, but I never
Right.
put no action behind the sorry. I say I'm
Because you wasn't
sorry and you'll do it again.
and do it again. Right. Right. Because you really wasn't taking your accountability. You
No,
probably
I
were just saying
wasn't.
what you you were saying what you thought somebody wanted to hear and bam, it's over with. But you never dig deep down into yourself to take full accountability and to
That's right.
prove that you were sorry for whatever.
That's right, man. That's right, man. And it changed, man. It was a big old tug on my heart when I understood and I realized what real accountability was. It was the work. It wasn't just the words. It wasn't oh, I'm not gonna do it
Yeah.
again. I'm sorry. No, it was, man, look, let me go fix this. First, I gotta
Yeah.
make amends to God.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got to go to God first. Once I go to
Yeah.
God, now I can go to the man in the mirror because I have the courage to go to him now.
Yeah.
Because see, if I just go to the man in the mirror, we and him gonna fuss.
Yeah.
We gonna get into it.
Yeah.
But I went to Big Dog first.
Yeah.
He chastised me and got me right. So now I can deal with the man in the mirror. And I know
Yeah.
you can relate to it, but a lot of people I hurt in my life indirectly. You know, not trying to hurt them, not understanding that I was hurting them, but from my ignorance and the fact of
Yeah.
me not knowing. And that's all ignorance is. When people use the word, they got to understand what they use. And ignorance is a fact, it's just not knowing.
Yeah.
I didn't know a
Because
lot.
we all was young at one time, and nobody ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? We have made mistakes, and we're gonna continue to make mistakes because this is the real world we living in. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? But what, like you say, what makes you better as a person and everything else better is when you hold yourself accountable. It all goes back to holding yourself accountable. So therefore, if we would have never held ourselves accountable, the things that we done in the past, we would have never became the person that we are right now. Because when you're not holding yourself accountable, you always feeling like the wrong you done was right.
Mm, mm, mm. That's
So
sick.
I'm big. I'm real big on accountability. That's why I'm able to do what I do on social media on my little channel, because everything I talk about is the truth. Even the things I've done, and when I talk about people, I don't even try to. I hope people don't take it like I'm talking bad about people, because some people get mad when I make my videos. A lot of the people that I be talking about, and they get mad because they never held themselves accountability for what the things that they done. And I'm not mad with them, because I'm joking about it. But myself, all the stuff I done, like all the drugs I used, the people that I jacked and stuff, I held myself accountable for that. I'm not proud that I done it, but I'm proud to say that I don't do it no more. I held myself accountable. I apologize, like you say, I apologize to God, and I ask God to touch those people's heart, that whoever I did wrong to, and hope that they could forgive me. But I took accountability for my actions, and that's how I became the person that I am today.
Man, that was wonderfully said, bro. That was dope, bro. Because look, check it out. I understand what you're saying, and you saying that when you be running your stories, your short stories too. They don't be long. They be short,
Right.
but
Yeah.
straight to the point, and you can understand uh what you're trying to say and what point you're trying to make.
Yeah.
Wonderfully, the people that
Yeah.
haven't dealt with their demons, it irritates their demons,
Yeah.
because since you didn't deal with those demons, and we might make mistakes, but we don't make the same mistakes no more.
Right.
I was
Right.
just talking about that. I was just talking about that Sunday, and I met one of my people I ain't seen in a long time in a worse situation, but we was talking, and the young brother real deep, man, and he was like, man, about all the mistakes we made, and he younger than us, you feel me?
Yeah.
But he said, man, I want to be just like you. I was like, man, and that made me feel so bad, because I know I wasn't no good person. I wasn't no mean or evil person, but I knew what I was doing wasn't right. You feel
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
And to see this kid at that time, he was a kid growing up idolizing me. I'm like, but I just listened to him. But he said, man, it's one thing I found out. He said, man, when I realized I was making the same old mistakes, I had to change something. And that's when the accountability came in. I had to look in the mirror and ask myself, are you going to keep making these same old mistakes you've been making? That's insanity. Keep doing the
Yeah.
same thing, getting the same results.
Right. Yeah. Fact. I just was gonna speak on that. Right.
So
Yeah.
I had to flip that. I had to, man,
Yeah.
look, I can't make these same. Now I make some mistakes, but I'm not making the same thing. And I promised myself that I was not gonna sugarcoat my past with my kids, because I don't want my kids to be hit with that same cat of nine tails.
Yeah.
So how do you fix that? How do you make sure you destroy, not just destroy those generational curses by being honest and truthful with your kids when they're ready? Not
When they're ready.
when they're ready.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I teach my kids to be children as long as you can.
Yeah.
You don't want to rush out here. See, we
Yeah.
didn't have that. We all that stuff you were talking about, man, we was babies. We
We're
was
babies.
young.
Yeah. Right.
We
The
was
hood
young.
raised us. Yeah. The hood
But
raised
it
us.
felt like we were so old though.
Yeah. Exactly. That's why a lot of people that know me, because when I got in the streets, I was the youngest one. You know what I'm saying? I was 11. All my partners was 15, 16, 17, 19. So I was the youngest one. And a lot of people that, when I tell them right now that I'm 47, they'll be like, man, I think you were like 57 years old, because everybody was older than me
Mm-hmm.
that I hung with, you know?
Crazy.
Yeah. And
But
about the kids, man, I always wanted kids as a youngin'.
mhm.
And I understand now why I didn't have kids. I made my first kid when I was 22 years old, after I was away from all the bull that I was doing. I was still selling drugs, but I was away from the bull, and my mind had grew. I wasn't thinking like that 11 years old, that 15-year-old, that 16-year-old that I was thinking that I was when I was 22. So
Mm-hmm.
God didn't give me kids when I wanted to, because if He would have gave me kids when I wanted to, I probably would have taught my kids the bullshit that I knew.
Mm-hmm.
So when I did have kids, I try to keep my kids away from the shit I've been through and away from my past. And like you said, I wanted to speak to my kids about my past when I got ready to, when I felt like they was ready to hear it and understand it. And I always wanted to be the one who tell my kids about my past, because I was going to tell them in a way that scares them, and I was going to tell them the real to make them not want to get into that
Mm-hmm.
bullshit. It just so happened when I went to jail, my kids were like 3, 4, and 5. So, I went to jail when they was young, so I wasn't able to raise them like I wanted to and keep them away from the shit that they got involved into as they got older. Well, my youngest son, I can't say that was into some bullshit that I didn't want him. And my youngest son done good. And my other 2 kids, I'm saying, they're some real smart, some intelligent kids. They just got hooked up around the wrong shit, around the wrong people. That, they shouldn't have got hooked up, that I wouldn't have let them around if I was still home.
Because you would have
So,
gave them that warning. You would have
right,
gave them that warning.
Right.
That's why it's so important that people stop painting a picture like their life was peaches and cream to their children and know that what's waiting out there for them. You got to prepare these kids these days. You just can't, it's this and that. Nah, man, you got to tell the children, man, look, we under attack every day. You're going to be under attack more just because of me.
And something that goes back to accountability. A lot of women turn their kids against their dad because they really mad because them and the dad ain't together. You know what I'm saying? No matter, and a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, if a person leave you, it's because they left you, no matter if it's a man or woman. If a person leave you, they left your ass because something wasn't right, something you was doing wrong that made them leave. And I'm pretty sure that it was a lot going on before they left. So if they just would accept accountability of what they did wrong and be like, you know what, I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take that because I did that, and I'm gonna let my kids have a fucking relationship with their dad. Because who is more of a better person to teach their kids than their father, especially a father like us that didn't been through it all. You should definitely want your kids to have a relationship. A woman got to think about it. Why did y'all got with us at first? It was something that y'all liked it about us that attracted y'all to us. So think about now at this age where I'm at, the mindset I have now. You should want your kids just like they daddy, because the next woman gonna feel twice more interested in them than you was in me.
That's right.
So why kill your relationship with your kids and their father? Accept accountability that it just didn't work out, and you know what I'm saying? Focus on your child's future. Think about your child and stop thinking about your feelings. Accept accountability. That's why I say, if people accept accountability, bro, it'll be good out here, bro. It'll be good.
I, like you said about the mothers, and I understand that, and it's going around and it's destroying the relationship that could be possible. I understand. When a child is a child, and you with your mother, and your father not together, and you with your mother, let me tell you the scenario. Let me tell you how this worked. And this was way back then. My pop used to beat the jeebus out of my mom. It just wasn't good. But my mama didn't teach us how to be disrespectful toward him. So whenever we did see him, it was like, yes, sir, no, it wasn't no, if we did have animosity for what he was doing to my mom, we didn't show it because we wasn't taught that. So the door always was open. So if years down the line, if he wanted to make amends, he could have done it, and it would have been smooth sailing. Because my
Yeah.
mom, if she did want to say something bad about the cat, she never did it in front of us.
Yeah.
But these days, these women are going in on these dudes, and some of these dudes
Yeah.
out here like working, taking care of their kids long distance. But the mama
Yeah.
going to get her nails done, going to get her body done, going to get this done, going to do this,
Yeah.
not giving the kids no money, telling the kids your daddy ain't this, your daddy ain't that, he ain't doing this, he a sucker. So the kids growing up, he ain't that, he ain't that. So the first time they see their pop, what you think gonna come out them? Oh,
Yeah.
and there it go.
Yeah.
As a man, you're gonna be like, man, I'm about to cut that off. Look, I don't look, you grown now, you
Right.
make your own decisions.
Right.
Even though he probably wanted to be in his kid's life, regardless of how old he
Yeah.
was, the mama that made that impossible now, because all the stuff she done
Right.
filled in his child head.
Right. Right.
And that's what's going on now with the single parents. You don't hear too much with the dads, the single dads, but the moms, they bitter. They going in on these dudes. They're not giving
Yeah.
these dudes a chance, and some of them dudes ain't slime balls.
Right. Right.
Some of
Right.
them not slime balls, but the slime
And
ball ones is the ones that's getting all the respect.
right. Yeah. Because you know why? I look at it like this. This is how I see it, bro. It's like I'm gonna speak on myself and some of the relationships I didn't been in. I mean, some of them women that I've been with, I don't know how the ex guys was treating them. From me dealing with them, I kind of see like they respect them more, and they probably with some slime balls because I keep it real with, and that's what a lot of them don't like. They can't, they not used to loyalty. They're not used to a person being real with them. So everything I do, even if I be honest with them and tell them about themselves, they're not used to hearing that. So they hate me, and I'm the one being real with them. But they love somebody else and respect them because somebody else is telling them what they won't hear, even though it's a lie. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you the truth because that's how much I love you, and I'm trying to get you right.
What that
But now
is
I'm
they can't handle constructive criticism.
right, right, right,
That's all you're
and
doing.
right, and that's another part of they don't want to accept accountability. They don't want to hold themselves accountable for nothing. So that go to show you one thing: if you can't accept criticism, you don't want to hold yourself accountable for nothing. You're not going to change. Real shit. You're fighting a
And listen,
losing battle.
people, we not saying we it's the house Jack built, or we perfect, or we we
Right,
telling you where we
right,
come from. Rough get we've been there, done that, then done the worst. But
right.
when you know better, you do better. Simple and
You know better, you do better. Yeah. It's
plain.
like,
Man,
because
you know how many
because
people we lost to. I mean, if you put all our losses together, man,
right.
that's a shame, bro. People don't
Yeah.
live functioning lives, losing that much out of their life violently like that.
Right.
Ham said,
Right.
man, Ham said, Kev, I'm proud of you, dog.
Thank you,
You
man.
too,
Thank
frog. That's real good. That's really good, bro. No doubt, Ham, bro. You know what I'm saying, man?
yeah.
We come up under you, so you already know what it is. You feel me?
Yeah.
And we know where you come from, bro. And hats off to you, brother. You're a legend in the game to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
you know,
Likewise, bro.
I'm just saying, you feel me? Coming up where we come from, man, that's you and your little brother, that's my fam there. But it ain't too many brothers like they was like you and Mookie, uh
yeah.
Kenny and Ham, Cricket and Frog,
Yeah.
and everybody gone, bro. And that's a special thing to still have, him and his brother. You know what I'm saying? That they started
yeah.
out, in the same, what I'm saying, the same struggle, bro, and still have each other. But that's special. That's
That's
priceless. You
special.
can't take that for man. You can't take that for granted, man. And I
Yeah.
salute
Right.
that, man. I wish
Yeah.
every day I can call my brother and just tell him something stupid. You know what I'm saying? But God don't make no mistakes, bro. And I don't be, what it
Yeah.
is, bro. But accountability, bro. That's hard, bro. That's hard. That's the beginning of leadership. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Accountability is accountability is when you make a bad call and you can publicly say, man, look, my bad, let me fix this.
Right.
I done
Right.
that. Let me fix
Right.
it. That's true leadership.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I learned that by coaching. You know,
Yeah.
I make a bad call, my quarterback gets sacked. I tell son, I shouldn't have called that play. That was on me. You know
Yeah.
what? Let's fix this. What play you see? And he might see something on the field. I'm not. That boy go out there and call a play and score a whole touchdown.
Look, let me run this by you. Let me run this by you. Let me tell you how far accountability can get you. Accountability gets you far in life. Rather, I know some people know that, but I think some people still don't know how far accountability can get you in life.
That's right.
You know, when people see you taking accountability for something, they look at you in a whole different light. They like F what you did in the past. You know what I'm saying? I see you taking accountability for that, so you knew you was wrong. You know that shouldn't have happened. So I know now you're going to make a change. You become a better person because you're taking accountability. That's it. That's it. Like the parole board. Now I both know about the parole board, right?
Yeah.
When you go before you go to the parole board, they didn't study you already. They got their whole life in front of you. The night before, they was at their house again before they brought you to the board, and they going over your file. So they know everything about you from the time you was born to the day you sat in front of them, because they got all the paperwork on your ass.
And the decision is already made.
But yeah, the decision is already made. But check this out, bro. Check this out. They gonna ask you questions, even though they already know this, because this right here is going to decide on your freedom or whether you stay your ass in jail. They're going to ask you questions, you know why? Because they just want to see if you're going to take accountability for what you did.
That's right.
And if you don't take accountability, your ass staying in jail, because the people going to say, you know what? I'm going to let him out here, and he's going to do the same thing, because he ain't even going to take accountability for what he did. And they will still go to the person, because I watch it on YouTube, bro. And the people tell some of these fools, look, right now, this is going to decide if you go home or stay here. We just want you to be honest. And they will still get in front of people and not take accountability for what they did. And they stay their ass in jail. So accountability is huge, man.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is.
Yeah, it's huge.
Hey, and like I know you're not. I know what you're saying is absolutely 1000% facts.
Yeah.
Look, when I was growing up, I had juvenile life. I had Judge Conrad, and she don't give no reviews. You know, any other judge in Gretna at Revolve, if they sentence you, they give you juvenile life with a review. Conrad give you juvenile life. That's it. No review. Do juvenile life, come back. She called me back. I don't know why. Out the blue. Called me back. I got my GED or something. She called me back. I went back up there. So I sat down in that woman thing, man. My grandmother was right there. My mama was right there. And I think that was it. That's the only two was in there. So that lady said, tell me something different about you since the last time you was in my courtroom. And you know I couldn't stand you the last time you was in my courtroom. Because you broke out my facility, you done this, you done that. She throwed it all in my face. So I said, yes, ma'am. I said, but I do understand I did wrong. And I can't blame my grandmother. I can't blame my mama. I can't blame you for reacting the way you did, because I done that to myself. I had every opportunity to get myself together, and I made the choice not to. But what I learned since I've been in LTI, you know, I learned that education is, but I can run it back to you like it was yesterday. Education is bigger than anything. Education is the best decision you could ever make. And I just went to run. She said, yeah, you graduated 2 in your class. I was like, yes, ma'am. She said, see what I'm saying? You smart. Man, that woman, I don't know if she was drunk or what. Man, that woman said, cut him loose. Let him go home.
Yeah.
You ain't got to go back and turn your clothes upside down. No, she said, Miss London, you got clothes for him? She was like, we didn't think he was coming home. All right, go to the bathroom and turn your clothes upside down and send me home. Boy, I went straight to Club James.
Yeah.
Right after that night, man, we was in Maroro, man, with the same clothes on. Look,
That's how it be, bro. I've been there.
But I said what she wanted to hear. That's what I'm saying. Even
Right.
though I didn't mean it, even though I didn't even close to mean it, I was smart enough to understand that I know what she wanted to hear. And they had a saying up there, you got to fake it till you make it. And I done that good. I done that good.
Look, man, I'm glad you said that about, you done that because you wanted to do that. Nobody didn't make you do it.
That's the truth, though. That's the truth. That's the truth.
I didn't been, and there's some little kid stuff when somebody tell me I did something because you done it. That's shit you say when you a teen or a little kid. You know what I'm saying? I didn't been in a relationship. Right, you made that choice. I didn't been in a relationship where a person had told me, "Oh, I done that because you done that." Come on, but you ain't done it because I done it. You done it because that's in you. That's who you are. Because everything I done, I didn't do it because nobody else done it. I done it because that's who I was. Take accountability for what you did. You know what I'm saying? If I did something that gonna make you go cheat or something, I did something that should have made you leave me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what you should have done. Because you cheated because that's what's in you.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna cheat because I cheated. If that wasn't in you, you'd have been like, you know what? He didn't went cheated on me. I'm about to leave his ass alone because I don't even must get down like that.
That's right.
So,
but look, why tear your body up because I went and done something? You know, I got caught bad, so you're gonna go, belittle yourself because and then you got to think about it. Back then, we was children.
Right, we were children.
Even though we probably had kids, we was children. We was young. Not no excuse. Not no excuse. But for certain things that our mind wasn't prepared to handle. And having a lot of women was one of them.
Right.
That's just what it was. Now I didn't expect a woman to go do what I'd done. I'm not saying it's fair for me to do what I done to her, but I'm just saying if you raised up in the right, that's not gonna make you go, bust yourself out because the old saying that said a man can have sex with 1 million women and be called a player. A woman can have sex with one man outside of you and be called the hoe.
Right.
That's just the way society. I don't think it's fair, but that's the way the society look at people. You feel me?
Exactly. Right.
Because I feel like if you go do that, you just as worse than her.
Right. Yeah. Right now it's too late in the game especially for somebody like us. We didn't but that's why now, and I know a lot of guys and women be like, damn, Rise was around all these women and he don't try to mess with none. I did all that. I done had 2-3 women at one time. I didn't been in a relationship and had 2 other relationships outside of that. You know what I'm saying? It been times I didn't probably slept with 5 girls in one day. I was young. I'm past all that. You know what I'm saying? I just thank God I didn't catch nothing. I made it to where I made it at in life. You know what I'm saying? I accept accountability for what I did. I'm not that person no more. Right now, I'm 47 years old. What the hell I look like going out there messing with all these different type of women? You know what I'm saying?
I can tell you something.
Yeah.
Check this out. You heard what you said just now? That's monumental because check this out, bro. You know what kind of lifestyle we live. I know who, I know, we didn't ran across each other out there before, I'm talking about you come out this house, I go in. You feel me? You go in this house, I go in that house. You know what I'm saying? I see you pull off, I pull up. I pull off, you pull up. Hey, real talk. Back then we got a little money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got it our way.
Definitely.
But they have a lot of old cats that's doing that couldn't live that life back then.
Right.
Now they got a little status or got a good job or whatever they may be doing. They got a little so-called bread. Now they're trying to live how we lived 20, 30 years ago. trying to catch up.
Yeah.
You can't catch up, yo. You're gonna
Right.
die
Yeah.
before you catch up to me.
Right. Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
gonna be sick. You
Yeah.
40, 50 years old, trying to knowing it don't work like that no more. You're diabetic, you got high blood pressure,
Yeah.
you got skinny jeans on,
Yeah.
you're sagging,
Yeah.
your belly out here because you need to detox.
Yeah.
But for each his own. But
Yeah.
don't try to do something you should have done 20, 30 years ago
Yeah.
in your
Definitely.
50s. It's the golden time
Definitely.
of day, man. You got to, your thinking got to be different.
Right.
And I'm
Right.
not knocking no brother who's doing that, for each his own, but that's going backwards for me.
Yeah. For us. Yeah. Yeah. For
Right
us.
now,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's going backwards.
for us, yeah, that's going backwards. Right now, my wife's supposed to have the best of me.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be the only woman that make my eyes light up.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm supposed to be like, man, I ain't going. No, I'm about to stay home. You know what I'm saying? Or when I do step out, I'm stepping out with my best friend.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna laugh, we're gonna have fun. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make her feel like she the only woman in the club or wherever we go. That's how I live now. And that make me feel better than anything in this world, my G.
Yeah.
I show my daughters how they need to be treated.
Yeah.
So when they do, I want a man to treat me like my daddy treat my mom.
Because the kids is paying attention, man. Believe it or not, they paying attention.
When they got niggas my age trying to hit on my daughters, man, boy, look, I flash out. Boy,
Yeah.
So your age group.
Yeah.
Leave them babies alone, boy. Then y'all don't know if y'all want men or women. You know what I'm saying? You went this way, going that way. Now you want to come have sex with the little girl and kill her. Man, it's wicked, bro. So that's why we got to our kids, and teach them so they can have that mindset. So when they out there and one of them old blisters come at them, they know how to chop. Oh no, old daddy, not old yeah. He ain't rocking like you don't got nothing. Look, I make my own money. You can't offer me nothing that I can't do, my daddy can't do for me.
Right.
If I can't do it, my daddy can.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
That's why it's good to have. That's why it's good to have a relationship with your kids, bro.
Thanks.
And I really like the relationship me and my kids have now, bro. Especially with my daughter. My daughter is my oldest. She the firstborn. And like I was saying in one of my stories, bro, I used to call my daughter my little princess before I left. And to come home and our relationship be as tore up as it is, like with all this shit that's going on out here, it's hurtful, bro.
But that's like that's not from y'all. That's from people playing in the middle.
Right. That's why. But like, right. That's why I say it's like so much. Like
y'all beefing with each other because other people putting their 2 cents in what y'all doing.
Yeah, and like you say, we at a point in life to where you gotta walk away from some shit. As much as I love my kids and want to be a part of their life, I'm at the age where sometimes I gotta be like, I just wish I could have that relationship and I gotta keep moving because my back against the wall. I'm in the too much. I got 3 strikes against me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fucking black man. You know what I'm saying? It's too much against me, bro. You know what I'm saying? To take a chance on getting fucked up in any kind of way. Even though that's my kids, I can't let them destroy me, bro. I didn't been through too much already. You know what I'm saying? I got your best interest. So if you know what I'm saying, you're gonna live there and go against me and do the shit that was done to me behind what somebody else said, I can't do nothing but fall back. Cause I'm not about to lose my life and I'm not about to go to jail behind them, bro. And that's my kids, but especially when I'm right. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta just walk away from some shit that you love, bro.
Say, I'm gonna tell you something. I heard someone tell. It told it to me, really, in one of my little situations. Sometimes we got to get out of God way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that again. Sometimes we got to get out of God way. Not saying we don't love him, not saying we wouldn't die for him, but we got to learn how to live for him.
Yeah, you gotta live for him. You gotta show him tough love, bro.
Everybody know we was ready to die at the drop of dime. It's nothing. We ain't even think about it.
Right,
But have we ever learned how to live?
Right.
And that's
Now,
what I'm right now.
That's what we at in life right now. Now we've learned how to live, and
That's
it's a damn good feeling, bro.
Yes.
And I refuse to let anybody or anything get in the way of this. Coming from where we come from, man, my fucking life was terrible. When I thought it was good, it was terrible. Even when I was doing good in the streets, when I wasn't even drugging and you know what I'm saying, I had bricks and all this, my fucking life was still terrible because I wasn't comfortable like I am now. You know what I'm saying? I had plenty of money, but I always had to watch over my shoulder. You know what I'm saying? When I step out with my girl, I always had to still be watching because you know what I'm saying? You in the streets, you don't know if they go snatch both of y'all, and you know you always gotta protect your people. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I'm away from all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm comfortable. I am 120% out of the streets, bro, and I'm as comfortable in life as I ever been, bro. And I refuse to let anything or anybody get in the way of this, bro. This is a damn good feeling.
I was telling somebody the other day, they were like, man, you know, they quick to ask you, they want to know how you did, what you did, how you do it. I said, you know, God.
God, yeah.
Bro, I know you, brother. I know you hiding something, but God.
God,
I said,
bro.
man,
Yeah.
I said, when I left the streets, I left on my own terms. The people didn't run me. I didn't go to jail. I didn't tell on no nigga. I never had a co-defendant. Never, ever, ever. All the years of me going to jail, I always was on my own lick. And it always was for weight.
Yeah.
Never took nobody to jail with me. I done got my nose broke a couple of times because I was that type of silent person. But man, when the white folks, man, know who they want, they're gonna go get them anyway. You don't got to say nothing.
Yeah,
They're gonna find a way to get them. Because what you gonna do is tell on them, and they're gonna still give you 1,000 years. They're gonna give them 2,000 years. They're gonna give you 1,000 years because you knew and you implemented yourself when you told.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Yeah.
So I told him, I said, look, bro, I had a decision to make. I had got shot. I got shot point blank range. I died 3 times, had 6 surgeries, 16 blood transfusions. I stayed in Bentop Hospital 4 months and 2 weeks. I was in a wheelchair for I don't know how long, on crutches for I don't know how long, in a walker for I don't know how long. I still suffer to this day from the same gunshot wound. But that still wasn't the deciding fact of me getting out the streets. Yeah. Crazy, but it's the truth.
It's the truth, yeah.
It was either the streets or my family.
Yeah.
The streets or my family. And what the streets consist of: fake dudes, fake broads, rats, jackers, feds, police. What family consists of? Love, raising your kids. You know, might be broken and Cooter Brown, but it's all good. Love.
Love. And let me tell you something, like you say, where we at right now. We at where we at right now because of God, bro. And that's the God honest truth. It ain't because of no luck. Cause luck, it ain't no such thing as luck. We blessed, bro. You know, when I moved to, like they say, you gotta have faith of a mustard seed.
Yes,
when
sir.
I left out and moved to Georgia, I stepped out on faith. You know, like I said, I planned this when I was in jail. You know what I'm saying? But when I came out here, it was either do good or go back to Louisiana, back to Marrero, where I refused to go and would have wind up back in the streets. And you, like you say, you do the same thing, you end up with the same results.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, it was either do good and stay up there, or do bad and go back to Marrero. And I refused to go back there. So I stepped out on faith and I trusted in God, and them $1,400. I mean, it wasn't no smooth sailing, because I had went back to times where I couldn't even pay my fucking bills up there in Georgia. Like, what's my next move? You know what I'm saying? But I kept the faith, bro. I kept the faith, and I didn't give up, bro.
Bro,
So
you know something? Pain. See that pain you went through when you couldn't pay your bills because you choose Georgia? That pain when that job didn't pan out, when you had all your equipment ready?
Yeah.
You know that pain right there? That was
yeah.
Transportation to where you at now.
Yeah. It made me go harder.
Right there prepared you, and it was transportation to where you at now.
Yeah.
Without that pain right there, I don't think you would be who you are right now.
No, because I tell Keisha, I would tell Keisha all the time, bro. I'm like, I refuse to go back to where I was. I refuse. So I stay on the road sometimes 3 months if I have to. You know what I'm saying? Because I refuse to go back to where I was in life before. You know what I'm saying? To that person that I used to be, the positions I was in, I refuse to go back there. So now it make me go harder, because I know what the struggle is. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to do that no more. You know, I know what the streets bring, so I'm not gonna do that no more. So to be out here on this road, man, it's a blessing for me, bro. I mean, I don't have no words at all. I remember at one time guys used to tell me, man, you got down the road all that time, Keisha gonna wind up cheating. I tell them like this: I have much love, in love with Keisha, but at the same time, I'm not gonna let what she might do or what I think she gonna do stop me from getting this bag and living this life I live. You know what I'm saying? If Keisha decides she wanna do something, Keisha's gonna lose out, not me.
Come on now. Come on.
I'm gonna continue to get my money. You know what I'm saying? I'm a win in the long run. You know, so I don't like being out here, but I like being out here. I'm comfortable. It pays the bills. I'm living the life that I want to live. I'm not in jail, so I can go home anytime I want.
That's your hustle, baby.
That's my hustle. And what I make in a week, some people probably only must make in 3 months, 4 months.
Man, look at God.
Look at God. All through God. You know why? Because at the end of the day, too, it all boils down on your heart. You know what I'm saying? I done some bad shit. I got on my knees. I asked for forgiveness. And I'm proving that I'm a changed person. You know? So through God, I'm saying through God, but anything is possible. I don't care what it is.
Yes. I'm telling you, God. Look, I was like, this or that. I'm not going back to jail no more.
Facts.
I ain't gonna rat though. So if I don't rat, they're gonna give me life. I ain't no rat. So that means I'm gonna make them whole coat and street. I'm gonna make them kill me. And I don't want to die. I've been shot already. I don't want to die. I quit. Y'all had it. I quit. I'm gonna go this way. And dog, it got to the point where I was selling socks. Socks that you put on your feet. Socks, my G, at the corner store, socks.
Yeah.
And look, I was diverting back to my hustle, you know, but without violating.
Without violating.
But as I done that, my obedience grow, it just went to opening up different doors, different avenues, man. What I like, man, my author. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a counselor. CEO of Mindset Therapy Real Talk Podcast, co-founder
Yeah.
of the Max Tax business firm. You feel me?
Yeah.
Man, go good, bro. I'm a
God good.
homeowner.
God great.
You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
This coming from living on a little house on the prairie. You feel me? On
Yeah.
Griffith Street. One
Yeah.
room.
Yeah.
One room, 2 living rooms. Sleep on
Yeah.
the floor. You know that cat.
Yeah.
I'm talking about sleeping on the floor and probably got $30,000-$40,000 here in the house.
Yeah.
The mindset, the
Yeah.
mind. I
Divine.
don't know,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know what we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a
It,
prison, my G. That's
yeah.
a
Yeah.
prison we was living in.
Yeah.
But see, when God freed that mind, even though I ain't have none of that, no loop, no none, man, it was. So when I started accumulating, I started learning different things about finance and money and credit and then my wife was a genius with it.
Yeah.
That's all I needed, man. Man, we taught each other a lot. I learned more
Yeah.
about finances and banking from her.
Yeah. Teamwork.
Man, look, they'll think she went to Yale.
Yeah.
Man, that
Yeah.
sister smart, man. She's smart. They ain't went to no college and none of that. But you couldn't
Yeah.
tell. Nobody, but it ain't about that. The smartest man, the wealthiest man in the world ain't got a GED.
Yeah. Fact. Right.
Come
Right.
on. Oh,
Yeah.
that's debt. As soon as you go to debt signing papers, you're 100,000 in debt
Yeah.
instantly.
Yeah. Say, but
But
you know, the
you
the,
don't
the
know, you
right
don't know.
the right woman could really bring out the best in a man. That right woman, man, they you know, they could bring out something that you didn't know you had in yourself.
Look at the look.
Yeah.
All right. I'm a prime
Yeah.
example. Say,
Right.
but go
Fact.
back in history. Every dominant man had an
Yeah.
even more dominant woman.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can run through all kind of names, but
Yeah.
you get it. You get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every solid man had a solid, even solid sister right
Yep.
behind him,
Yep. Yep.
who
And you know,
silently, who silently ran everything.
ran everything. But she know her position. You know what I'm saying? Even though she read everything, look, that's my man. He the man of this house. You the face. I know my position. I'm gonna fall back, and I'm gonna let you do your thing. You know what I'm saying?
I don't see they got this male dominant thing going on, man. They don't want no boss. Man, I want being a boss. Me, that's gangster. That's the
Yeah.
turn on. Me, man, boss up, baby. Come on, let's rock.
Yeah.
We always walking on side each other. I'm not walking
Yeah.
behind you. You're not walking behind me. I refuse to let you walk behind me. I'll walk
Yeah.
behind you before you walk behind me, and that's law. Because I'm certified and stamped. Public records.
Yeah. Yeah. Fact.
Public
Oh,
records.
dude.
You feel me?
Oh, dude.
I don't
Yeah.
mind, man. My baby gonna floss. That make me look
Yeah.
even better.
Yeah. It's teamwork,
Some dudes
man.
don't think like that. Some dudes are inferior women, strong women
Yeah.
that know how to take control of. But man, if you get hit or something happen to you, and your woman don't know nothing but following you, the foundation gonna fall.
A lot of them, they scared of a woman like that because they want to control her. They don't, you know what I'm saying? They
Man,
want
ain't
to,
no controlling, man. It's a team,
that,
man.
that,
No
that's what
controlling. Yeah.
that's what they want. They want to control her, bro. They scared that, you know what I'm saying? If she get that much of power, they scared that she not gonna want them no more. You know what I'm saying?
But
So they
what if
try to
you don't
keep.
know something? What if you miss something?
They'll take that chance. Some of them, bro. They'll take that chance. They don't care about that. They just really want to control this woman, bro.
Aisha, you on the gun.
They want to feel like that woman need them. That's what that is.
Nah, man. When I met my woman, she didn't need me, so I ain't bring. She had her own, thing going
That's
on.
how.
I ain't bring nothing she
Right.
needed to the table. Shit.
Any man should want a woman like that, bro.
Yeah,
Any man.
yeah. How a man gonna teach a woman how to be a woman?
Huh. Ain't gonna happen.
That's miserable.
But we come from a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
My mama was
But
rock solid.
yeah,
My mama said, man, look, if you don't know what a wife is, that's one right there.
yeah,
Now you can go ahead, Lamar Sanford, if you want, but
yeah,
you're gonna be known as the big dummy. Go
yeah,
ahead.
for real.
I never
Yeah,
forgot that.
yeah,
Never forgot it. Man, say, brother, it's been a plumb pleasing pleasure, bro. I know you got to get back on that wheel. Man, we didn't ate up our time, bro. It's been amazing, bro. You know we got to do it again.
oh
Man,
yeah,
look, when we do these stories and we share our experience and testimonies, we're not doing it to glorify no BS or no nothing. We just trying to share so other people can understand that, man, they don't have to go down those roads, or they can have accountability for themselves and make a couple of changes in their life, man. And that's all it is. So the apologies can really mean something. When you burn a bridge, you don't always have to rebuild that same bridge. You can build a new bridge. You know what I'm saying? But long as it is built with obedience and sincere and loyalty, I think it'll be crossable. But man, like, subscribe, and share to the YouTube channel, man. This is Mindset Therapy Real Talk Podcast. We help men, women, and children believe in themselves again. We offer 7 simple strategies to developing a positive mindset, and we stand on it. Man, my dude, Kevin Bambino, man, you always a blessing. Drop the jewels, man. Hey, it's always fire when we do this, man. Tell the people where they
oh
can
yeah,
find you at, man, because you got some nice things going on as well. And he ain't gonna be no stranger, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna start seeing a
yeah,
lot of my dude, you know what I'm saying? But I know he chasing the bag right now, and we gonna work how we
yeah,
work. Man, tell the people
yeah.
where they can find you at, Kev.
Man, you know, I'm still, bro. Ain't too familiar with this social media stuff. I'm trying to find somebody to put on my team who's really, really good with this. But y'all go to my Facebook page at Rise Block Burners. Rise is RIZE. Block Burners. BLOCBURNZA. Go to my Facebook page and I get y'all all the information that y'all need if y'all trying to find me on my YouTube site, my Instagram and TikTok. I'll put all that information on my Facebook page. And if anybody good with this social media stuff, you know what I'm saying? I need somebody on my team, man. You know, I'm gonna take care of you. You take care of me, I'm gonna take care of you. Go on
Thanks.
Facebook,
Big
DM me,
thanks.
or get with the podcast and leave a message, and we could do something.
Hey, y'all
You
hit the
know.
application, bro. Hey, if y'all want to drop your application down, it's Mindset Therapy 504 at Gmail. That's Mindset Therapy 504 at Gmail. If you can't reach my man, reach me. I will get you in touch with my dude. It's simple and plain. If you want to know about the CDL joints, same thing. Mindset Therapy 504 at Gmail. Man, say, bro, I want to thank Ham for dropping in the comments, man, showing us some love, man. And that's big. That's big homie right there. You dig?
Yeah.
Respect that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Had one of the coldest hits in New Orleans. You heard?
Yeah. Fuck a hoe.
Facts, big facts.
Yeah.
But until next time, man, we gonna close this out, bro. And again, man, keep talking y'all prayers, man. We praying on him a speedy recovery. He will be back, and soon as he gets strong enough, he will be back on Mindset Therapy Real Talk Podcast, Life After Time, baby. Cause he gonna have that testimony to come through and holler at us, man. So y'all be good, man. It's always a plum pleasing pleasure. Kevin Bambino, rise, baby. I
Rise all
appreciate
day.
you, love. You
Oh
heard me?
yeah, yeah. Appreciate
It-
you,
it-
man.
Man, see, bro, it's likewise, brother. It's likewise all the time. We got some things coming up, bro. Don't Don't trip. You know we're gonna tear it up, man. Good night, y'all. Love
Yeah.
y'all, man. See y'all next week.